Good morning. I'm Kyle Gibbons, Operations with the Oregon Department of Forestry Team 1, and I'll be giving the operational update for August 11th. So we just came in to take over the incident from the North Carolina team. So you were getting updates from Kenny G. So I'll be doing it this morning. So the fire is currently just about 21,000 acres. And then we'll go ahead and work around the map. So we'll start up here in Division Alpha. And as you can see, been set up in a pretty good spot there. We have black line on the map, meaning that we feel that area of the fire is contained. So we're still working on it. We're still mopping up some hot spots. But then we're also moving some of those resources, the hand crews, the engines, the tenders to other higher active, more activity of the fire. So they're kind of getting pushed down to other divisions. So as we work down this west side, as you can see, as we get into like DP 89, we have some dozer lines. And then we have some road systems where the fire's right on those road systems. So a lot of that area, they utilized some burning right along the road. So didn't have the resources to go in and grab all the fire directly, but they utilized burning to get some fire and some black right along this edge. So, and then that takes out the potential for that fire to make runs to the west. So as we work down here to the south, this is Division Zulu, what we're calling it. Continue to mop up and improve that line, meaning get in there with hand tools, engines, and then people on the ground, stir up that ground, put some water on it, and just continue that mop up to secure that perimeter. And then working down here to the south into Division Whiskey, very similar. So a couple nights ago, they were able to get a lot of this burnt. Take advantage of the burn windows, which is you have to have low enough humidity, but you don't want it too low or too windy while you're doing it to create control issues. So as you can see, there's been fire right along the edge, but then in some spots there's some unburned islands that are still cleaning up, and they'll be cleaning up over the next several days. So the fire will be in there consuming that unburned fuel. And so no control issues here. Moving down into Division Papa, similar. There's still some unburned islands, but we have fire along the perimeter in most spots. As we move over along the south edge of the fire here, most of it continues to be pretty good. There's still a few areas where we have to get some fire right on the edge of the perimeter. Along the road system here, or like hand lines that were put in to kind of cut off areas, keep that fire line as straight as possible for control. So still some work to do along the perimeter here in Division Papa, but over the next couple shifts we'll try to get that tied together and then get some fire right along that road system and get it burnt back and just build a little bit of a safety net along the perimeter. So as we work around, very similar up into Division Lima. So we have some unburned islands that are going to be cleaning up, and then we'll just continue to work this perimeter. Fairly steep drainages in here, so we're trying to keep the fire ahead of the alignment of those drainages. So as it gets down into some drainages and gets lined up, wants to make some runs uphill, we're getting some fire down along the 2350 road. So last night they made pretty good progress bringing some fire along here and just staying ahead of it. And then we hope to have the burning done in the next about 48 hours. So it could take a little bit longer than that, just depending on conditions. But that is the plan. And then just for reference, this is the Bohemia mine area up here. So we have those plans to try to cut that off and protect that private ground and those structures up in that area there. Okay, and then moving to Division Foxtrot, just north of the Bohemia mine area here. So this has been kind of one of the last areas that fire was brought along the road system or the hand line in this area. So we still have those unburned pockets in some spots. And so we'll try to get some more depth on those, and those will be cleaning up over the next several days. but we just continue to try to mop up this perimeter. So that's utilizing the hand crews, water tenders, very similar to the majority of the rest of the fire. And then also a lot of this area up here, trying to get the road systems back open. So if they're in the black, we have heavy equipment, and then timber fallers and other resources trying to get those roads open and getting them safe so we can move firefighting resources back and forth efficiently. So a lot of times we've been going around and coming in, so our drive times are, you know, an hour and a half plus in a lot of areas. So that's where we're going to try to focus on some of these access points through the middle of the fire in certain spots, just to cut down on the exposure hours of driving long hours and then working long hours on the line. So, and then as we move back up towards Division Alpha, everything is looking pretty good. We'll just continue to secure and hold that perimeter. Thank you.